think it's been really good for me to see. So obviously I had Jessie for my first World Cup in 2014 in Costa Rica. She was the captain. She delivered in great moments. I remember scoring against Germany, free kick, like similar moments to what you've seen in the Olympics. I think with that player, there's a lot of young players in this country who, when you talk about your favourite player, and there's the obvious choices in Christine, but I think Jessie's more reachable for that young player who, a little technician who likes to do things and has a massive engine and gets around the pitch with a lot of heart and spirit. So I think Jessie is doing fantastic. I think I was really happy to see Jessie, who maybe hasn't had all the game time in the world at Chelsea because of the nature of that team, to go, and when she got her moment to start, to go and get player of the match, score. You listen to Emma Hayes, who's a well-respected coach, talking about Jessie turning up to training, every training session, doing what Jessie does. She's like the most committed, perfectionist player I've seen, and always wants to be that level of professionalism. So, I think there's big things to come for Jessie. The key for her now will be getting more and more game time as she grows. But for Canada is now, she's a leader in her own way, and she's a lead by example type player. And to go and slot 4 penalties in the way that she did in a row only speaks to the mindset that Jessie Fleming has.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We'll go with John Molinaro, followed by Maxime Fossey.
Thanks, Richard. Hi, Bev. Thanks as always for taking the time to speak to us, and hope you and the family are doing well. Julia Grosso is someone who, pretty young, but she came up in some very big moments, at the Olympics. When you look at her game, what do you see as her biggest growth opportunity? And considering she's a senior at Texas, have you had any discussions with her, give her any advice about her future, or how, where she goes on from here, how you'd like to see her progress?
Yeah, listen, Julia, for me, over the past sort of 6 months, is probably the player I've seen the most growth in. So, you may remember, you may not. I remember the She Believes Cup, she didn't get on the pitch. And I'd had Julia all the way through the youth system. And I really pushed her to say, are you really going to push and push on? And because I didn't feel that she had. And to be fair to Julia, she went away, she worked hard, she turned up to the Olympics ready, and was a pivotal player in the whole Olympic campaign. And didn't necessarily always start, and came in and made huge impact. So I think Julia's game, where she's elevated herself now to maybe 6 months ago, is her passing ability to play forward, to run forward, the physicality that she's developing as a young player. So I think for Julia now, it will be what does it look like for her beyond her NCAA career. And I must say, I've had many people on the phone inquiring about Julia beyond her NCAA career. So I think Julia now has got to establish herself as a starter for Canada, and that's the challenge that I'd set her. But I think she had an outstanding Olympics, and I must say, when you ask about character and belief and people who want it the most, she had nothing in She Believes and didn't get on the pitch, and that was really difficult for me personally. To then go and do what she did, that speaks massive amounts for her character. So she continues with that mindset. She's got a great future.
Thanks, Beth. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Good. We'll continue. Maxim, followed by Roger Greenhalgh, please.
Hi, Bev. Thanks for your time with us today. I saw today that PSG has announced they will celebrate their Olympic medalists, including Jordan Huitema, Stephanie Lebe, and Ashley Lawrence. What are your thoughts on your girls being celebrated not only here in Canada, but also overseas?
I think